We're back. We're back. We're back. Ah. Ah. Hold on, I'm coming. Oh. Hey, everybody. Welcome back.
You're gonna hear some shaking because my queen is making me a little drink right now. Okay.
Sorry, we got queen status now. My queen is making me a beverage. My queen is making me a drink, and ting. Okay. I'm here for it. I'm here for all of it.
So,
Love it.
so she shared the
Night
pain.
with Keely. Hi.
Wanna
How
see?
are
Wanna see
you?
that, AJ?
Aw.
See it? Look, AJ. I'm gonna show you, AJ.
Oh, you're beautiful.
Hey,
Hi.
okay.
Oh my gosh.
Hey, y'all.
How are you? You're gorgeous.
Oh, thank you.
You're very welcome. Queen status. We got two queens. Come, Mr. L. We need to find you yours now. Can we get three, please?
Mr. L said he ain't never gonna retire that cup.
Isn't she beautiful?
Nah, he's gonna retire for the right one.
Right? The right one hasn't come yet. Don't worry. We're putting the energy and the vibe out there. We're gonna work
Yes.
on some things. Don't worry, it's coming.
Yep.
Thank you, S. Marie. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. I really do.
Oh, Slim. Was
Yes,
she
sir.
the one that cut your hair?
Yes, she
Right,
was.
hold on. She's cutting hair like this now? Hold on there. Hold on. That's some real affection. You let her cut your hair.
Yeah, I mean, what you mean cutting my body? Because you know, I had
No,
hair.
it's not even that. It's not even that. Listen, we know as women, when our man lets us cut his hair, that is a big something. Because we know you men are in love with your barbers or you do it yourself and all that good jazz. But when you let your woman cut your hair, young lady, Miss Lady in the background, props to you, ma'am.
AJ, I gave it a straight razor too. That's how you know I trust that ass.
Hold on a second. I need a drink. Woo! And
Yeah,
not water. What?
if I had a green flag, man.
Yeah.
What? Okay.
Val, how do you only have a red flag? Can you?
They're do-rag, so you know. I don't
I
got
can
a
dig it.
green
I
one.
peeped that.
So the next time that we come back, I expect a yellow and a green, please.
I'll
Right.
find them. I'll find them.
Please and thank you.
Yo, can we shout out Mr. L one more time now? Can we shout out
Mr. L, the Southern
Mr.
gent with a
L,
sprinkle of
Mr.
Phil.
bring up yourself, Mr. Sprinkles. Yes, the Southern gent with a sprinkle of filth. Don't worry, we're repping for you. Mr. L, we're putting out energy into the universe for you to find your queen too because we need three. We got
100%.
three. Okay, so we are winding down in the last half hour. What? Mr. L is going to. What's going on?
Oh.
We can take it no more. Woo! What's going on? Come, Mr. L, come through.
Oh, he's joining? Yo!
Hey.
Yes! You are a motherfucking soldier. Yes.
You look bad with
So,
it's all good.
man, that's just the natural look. That's the natural look.
The light skinnedness is the natural look. That was that.
Hey, listen, I look rough. I ain't been able to do nothing with the beard.
Now you look a little
Couldn't get a haircut.
You look all right.
I
See,
haven't
we need to
found. I
find a
haven't
lady with a
found.
straight razor so she can
I
clean
haven't
you.
found the love of my life yet, so I can't.
She's coming.
Just
She's
be out
coming.
here. Hey, baby, come cut my hair. Um,
How are you feeling?
I'm feeling better. These antibiotics are definitely helping my right tonsil. The swelling has went down, so still
Nice.
not 100%, but I'm getting there. I'm getting there.
Poorly.
I'll be all right. I'll be all right. But I
I mean,
couldn't. I
your
couldn't.
voice still sexy.
Right?
Hey, yo, Tim.
It just dropped it a couple of octaves, like put like more bass in it.
He's
Yo,
Yeah.
Mr. L, you gotta drop us the line. Go ahead, give us the slogan, man. Come on.
Oh, we ended it out right now. I thought we were still in. I couldn't miss the Slim Love
Say that for the
train.
end. Say that for the end.
You want to
I
save it to
couldn't
the
miss
end?
out on the Slim Love train.
That's fair.
Okay.
That's fair. That's fair.
So you know what? Let's do the last two questions as a
Mm.
foursome, and then you can give us your outro. If your throat is hurting though, please let us know.
Please.
I
We
got
need you
you.
Yeah.
next week, bro.
Okay.
Hey, I'll be ready. We good.
Okay. This is an easy one. If you could change one physical attribute about yourself, what would you change?
Not a goddamn thing. Are you kidding me? I have the body of a Greek
Hey, beat your chest. Yes, sir. One.
You kidding me?
Okay.
Nothing. No, my
Go ahead,
legs.
Mr. L.
I got chicken legs. I gotta work on my legs in the gym.
Hold on, Mr. L. Give me 1 minute, please. Did you just say something about your dingling?
No, I said no, my chicken leg is perfect. I got chicken legs.
I can't right now.
You better ask her how good
I'm
my
feeling
dingling
like
is.
pressure. Hi. I don't. There are certain things that Mr. L. What?
Oh man, AJ just out here hearing things. You hear what you want to, ain't that right?
Sometimes my ear. Look, I have so much hair covering my ears. A one ears ring on one side. I'm locked. Like sometimes things don't translate the way they're supposed to. So
It's all good.
I heard
It's all
giggling.
good.
You said chicken legs. They kind of sound the same.
Okay. All right.
Chicken legs, damn.
Okay.
I'm trying to figure out what part of the world you're from that they sound the same.
That just doesn't even matter right now. That just doesn't even matter right now. I would say it's a Canadian thing because I don't want to disrespect Jamaica and say it's a yacht thing. So Hi. You're only
My
on
bad.
for a short period of time.
My
Don't
bad. I pressed
answer
the
no
wrong
whole
button.
calls. Don't answer no whole calls. Don't give us the screensaver face, please. We only have
Nah.
you for a short period of time. If there's
Because
one
of,
thing that you could change about yourself physically, what would it be?
I'm gonna go with the forehead. The
What's wrong
forehead.
with your head?
Oh man, I got a huge head. I have a big head. Y'all probably can't see it. It might be the camera. But I this head of mine. I mean, I'm like Slim. I wouldn't change anything. Nothing at all. I am who I am, and I love who I am. Anything that I can physically change because I want to, I can do it in the gym type deal. I might not be a brother that's 6 feet plus, beard connect all the way, but I'm cool with that. I'm perfectly fine with that. I might have my bruises and my marks and all my battle scars everywhere. I'm cool with that too. But this
The
dome
fire.
up here. So, all right, no, I take that back. Actually, it's either gonna be the forehead or the hairline.
What's wrong with your hairline?
I mean,
I used
nothing
to have that
to me.
problem.
To me, nothing. Like I make it rock no matter what.
Okay.
But mine is
So you
it's
like
kind
bring
of
it
it's
forward?
kind of so it's kind of shaped like a horseshoe a little bit,
Okay.
and then I got like this thin patch right here in the corner,
Okay.
but it's all good though. But once again, I tell people this all the time. God knew what He was doing, but He didn't make me, like 6'2" with a straight hairline. Because forget Slim the Savage, Mr. L. I wouldn't be on this live right now. I'll be out doing damage probably.
Oh, you'd have to
But
change
yeah,
it
that's
for Mr. Savage. Well, no, we
nah.
can't have two
No,
Savages.
no, 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 no. We got to come up with something else. I was trying to think of something quick with an L, but
Well,
it didn't work.
curious, what does the L stand for?
Oh, we can have that conversation off air.
I'm scared. I take the question back. I don't think I want to
Mr.
actually.
Lover.
Um,
Mr. Egg. They call me Mr. Boom Boss. All right, my throat's not
You know
ready for
what?
that.
Stop crazy right now, for real.
Listen, I missed y'all tonight. I was like, I missed y'all
Okay,
tonight. I
that
was
gets two
over here
gunshots.
typing.
That was smooth. I like that.
Yeah,
That was
fucking
smooth.
dying.
That gets two gunshots. I like that. I like it. So, Mr. Val, if you could change one physical attribute about yourself, what would it be, if anything?
I'd probably change my height. Not even gonna lie about it.
How tall are you?
So I'm 5'4".
Get the fuck out. Bro.
Shut the fuck up. Sorry. For real?
On your head, yo. Stop playing, for real.
You are not.
5'4". 5'4".
Okay, hold on.
Relax,
How
Slim.
tall is Queen?
Hmm?
How tall is Queen?
5'2".
Even
5'2".
5'1".
I love you guys. Oh my god, for real?
Yeah.
don't do that.
Don't do that.
I love that. I do. Oh my goodness. We're gonna have a meet and greet in Boston. I'm just gonna love up on everybody. I love you guys. Oh my good.
Y'all
Val,
would get along big time. You guys would absolutely get along.
your personality. If you didn't say that you were 5'4", even in your pictures, never would have guessed it.
Nah, I would
Wow.
never do I'm
Like
glad you
real
said that
shit.
at the time. So when I see
Right?
you,
Never would have guessed it. Okay.
That's crazy.
I think you like 6'1".
Yeah. I wish. What?
You got you
No,
got big.
I think that people's personalities give them height. The
That's
same way
right.
that you have presence, your personality gives you height. It really does.
And that's where I've always been the exception. I'm confident in my everything because it's
How
like
tall are you?
enough.
I
Bro.
like that answer.
I'll let you know. I'm 5'9". How tall are you? You gotta be
I'm
like
right there with Slim.
Yeah, I feel like
Oh, that's not bad.
Yeah.
I feel like we're one and the same, yo. Me and Miss.
Okay. I like this. This is nice.
Tall asses.
AJ like, yo, I'm taller than all y'all motherfuckers.
You know what? My personality is like the one. I'm 5'6". Some people would
Really?
say I'm not.
I thought
I
you were like
know,
6
but
foot.
I feel like my personality makes me 6 feet tall.
Yeah, I was gonna say like 5.
I'm with you.
6 foot.
Yeah, and then when I meet people in real life, they always say to me, "Oh, I thought you were taller. Like you look
We always see you sitting down too, though. So you know.
right."
Fair.
And there was a point in life where I used to wear heels all the time, so I looked deceptively tall.
That makes sense.
Wedges.
No, stilettos.
Oh, ooh.
Woo!
Yeah. I am a shoe whore. I probably have at least 300 pairs of shoes between heels and Converse. And okay, that's just a different conversation. We digress.
You wear your heels in appropriate settings because I don't like when I'm courting a lady. And let's say we walk in the city or we walking in Philly or some shit's like cobblestone. I'm like, yo, ma, don't wear heels. This shit gonna get stuck and you're gonna be able to keep up. I got a fast stride. You know what I'm saying? Like, work them heels.
I broke my heel walking with somebody in New York. He told me not to wear heels when we're walking because there's like a lot of grates. And I took ambition and didn't want to listen and got my heel caught in a grate and snapped my heel. And had like you walk on your tippy toe to pretend like, the shoe's not broken. Yeah, I had to do that for a couple of blocks. I couldn't take my shoes off.
Please tell me in some slick way he told you that he told you so.
I hope he did. I hope he did. I hope he said.
We're not gonna talk about that right now. So we're gonna move on to the next question because y'all are rude.
He checked that ass.
Yeah.
I told your ass.
So this might be a sensitive one.
Okay.
We're not about to be shedding tears in here again, are we?
No.
Talk about
Sensitive
heartbreaks
because
and
of,
stuff.
like, who's in the background and who's in the rooms.
Oh, then I'm safe.
Not necessarily. Do you think that marriage is less important in today's society? Do you think that people are more focused on the appearance of being in a relationship versus actually being in the relationship for the long haul?
Yes.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Who said yes? Come, explanations, please.
Go ahead, Mr. L.
I was gonna let you start so that I could save my voice and just say, "Hey, I pay you back off what Val said." But I'll go first. I got you. I'm gonna keep it. I'm gonna keep it slight. Definitely because I know that there have been I haven't looked at it recently. Val probably knows better than I do, but I'm pretty sure the divorce rate is low. But that's the reason because it's so low is because not a lot of people are getting married these days as opposed to the past. I believe that a lot of people now see a lot of work that will have to go into marriages, as well as they've seen toxic marriages. Like I know my grandparents who were married for years and years, it was toxic still. And they're just like, y'all don't want that for myself. And so therefore, they don't care for marriage. They don't care for having to rely on somebody else or um, just having to adapt to somebody else's lifestyle as well. They're comfortable with what they have going on. Um,
Mhm.
and so therefore, marriage really isn't an end goal for them. Um, and at the same time, yes, I think also because of social media, we see it with celebrities and all of that all the time. People just idolize the idea of a relationship and, oh, well, as long as I'm getting this and this, why do I need marriage? It's just a piece of paper, for the government, this, that, and the other.
So for you then, on a personal level, is there a difference between marriages just being the document
Oh, definitely. Um,
versus marriage like,
I'm a man of words. Like
okay.
we've talked about this, even not even just hearing them, but putting them out in the atmosphere. So when I make that vow and that commitment to you verbally, yes, I know it goes on a piece of paper, but that also solidifies that, hey, whatever happens to me, no matter what, like you're going to be set in different areas or vice versa. But I want to get married. I'm going to, it's definitely one of my end goals. And so with that, yeah, like it's a long term commitment. I'm not just gonna sit here. I can sit here and look at you like, yo, I'm committed to you, for forever. But to me, there's something about, all right, that ring goes on there. It's not just a physical tool that I'm putting on your finger, but there's something in it that I'm saying.
Okay, wait, one more question to you. Do you see hmm, long-term relationships that don't have the ring and the paper, are they less committed and less valuable than long-term relationships that do have the ring and the paper?
No, I don't think so. Oh, my bad. No, I don't think so. Because there are people who, like for instance, I do have an aunt who she was married once and it didn't go well. So now her and my uncle, they've they're not married, but they've been together since my dad was younger, right?
Okay.
And so because of that, I know that she's like, yo, I'm never getting married again. But there's no love lost there. They've been living together, doing everything that married couples do, is just not on paper, and it's never been like a wedding type deal. So I'm gonna say that no, it doesn't necessarily have less of an effect or cause because everybody has gone through their own things with it. Um, and if it works for you, then that's perfectly fine. It works for you. I think that answers the question.
Okay. Mr. V, Mr. Val,
Um,
the resident married person in the group.
resident married person in the group. Um, can you ask the question again? I'm sorry.
Do you think that marriage? Okay, so I just wanted to say, S. Marie pointed out that a lot of people are more interested in the social media relationship for the pictures, for the the hoopla and all that kind of stuff. But do you think that marriage is less important in today's society? Do you think that people
Um,
place more emphasis and value on the appearance and looks of the relationship versus the actual relationship itself?
I absolutely do. It's funny. I don't know if George is in the comments because I still can't see the comments. But George Cruz, I was just on his podcast and it just came out Monday. We were talking about the fact that I was in a couple of sessions with Gen Z, individuals that's typically 24 and under.
Yes.
And they don't see marriage the same as most, and I'm gonna say most millennials do and
Yes.
older. For a whole bunch of reasons, and we discussed this before. Social media, what's popularized now, things of that nature. Future, anyways. But I it's the pictures. I think you said S. Marie said it. The
Yes.
pictures is the biggest thing. Like I'm rubbing my head because I'm just like, oh my God. Like just because
Stress.
y'all want to go somewhere now. Oh, okay, let's take this picture for the gram. Let's see how many likes we can get. All these things, it with no substance. That's the biggest thing for me. There's no
Yes.
substance. You're just doing this so you can get attention. Whatever attention you're trying to get, it's attention regardless. I think they put more value into that as opposed to what marriage actually truly means. That's my short way of answering it, honestly.
Okay. Mrs. Slim Savage, do you think
Uh,
that marriage is less important in today's society?
I think it is only because, like I said, like I'm with Mr. L, where I aspire to marriage, I date for marriage. I'm dating right now for marriage. Like I don't know how to date for anything other. You know what I'm saying? Than longevity in the future. Um, However, I do believe that in this day and age, that a lot of people don't, especially my generation and beneath me. I'm 33. Don't value marriage in the same way. I mean, I've met people who I've told them, yeah, I still aspire to marriage. I aspire to get married. That's my end goal. And they look at me like I'm fucking crazy. This women, obviously, who look at me like I'm crazy, that I aspire to marriage. And for me, that always made me feel a certain weird type of way because, like, I don't know if it's just the sexist in me or whatever, but I thought like a woman would want that and shit. So to have a woman look at me crazy, to be a man who wants marriage, made me
Right.
feel a little like, uncomfortable a little bit. You know what I mean? But at the same time, that's her age or whatever the case may be. And I'm like, Mr. L, I see my parents been married for a very long time. My grandparents been married for damn near 50 years. Like, that's why I aspire
Beautiful.
to. I know the good that could come when you got somebody who supports you and you support
Yes.
them. And the growth that could come with it. And that's really all I'm looking for in life. I think that's what we're all looking for deep down. Even if people say they ain't looking for it, that's the fuck they're looking for. You know what I'm saying? So, like, yeah, I definitely aspire to marriage. I date for marriage. I fucking, yeah, 100%.
So let me ask you, and it's not like there's no right or wrong answer.
Mhm.
Do you think that, how do I ask this? Do you think that it's wrong for people to date if they're not aspiring to date for marriage? Now, I understand that it's a personal and individual choice. Everyone has that. But I'm saying from your perspective, do you think that people should date if they're not intentionally dating with the end goal of being marriage?
I don't think it's wrong. I think it's perfectly fine as long as you're transparent with that person. You're letting and that person, whoever's on the opposite end of the spectrum, is not expecting marriage at the end. You can't expecting no marriage and they expecting marriage because that's selling hoop dreams and the false narrative. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not with that at all, 100%. I think that's lying and stealing. And I think that's fucking sick. But you know what I'm saying? You should just let that person know. Like, you know what I mean? I'm not trying to take it that far so you know how to move accordingly. You know what I mean? If you just a fuck, then if you're not aspiring, in my mind, if you're not aspiring to marriage, then you're just a fuck. Because what are we doing? You know what I mean? What are we talking about in between with the pillow talk? What do we really talk about? We ain't gonna talk about our future because then we ain't got no future. We ain't gonna talk about, you know what I'm saying? Like, so,
Val, your face, the no poker face. Val, what's going on in your head?
I thought I did better this time.
No, you
Okay.
didn't.
Oh.
we got a question.
Yeah, we'll get to the questions in 1 second. I wanna tap into Val's head because Val's like, you can see it. Come, Val, what's going on?
So I have to agree with Slim. So I absolutely believe that conversation needs to be had. If it's not had, and you're leading somebody on, things of that nature, that's messed up. That's fucked up. Have that conversation so you guys are on the same page. Don't lie about it just so you can get whatever you want to get them bounced. Don't do none of that sucker stuff. Just be straightforward. The part where I'm not with, in a sense, is that I know that there's individuals who date, but they don't aspire to be married, but they still want that companionship with that same exact person for years and years and years. Now I can respect that, of course, especially if you guys are legit, like this is your person, but you just choose not to get married because you choose not to get married. That's your own prerogative. I can understand that and I can respect that. As long as, just like Slim said, we're on the same page, we had that conversation. If you don't want marriage, okay, but are we still companions? Are we still riding this life journey together?
Yes.
Okay.
Also, I just
have
wanted
a follow-up question to that, but only one mini says, does age really matter, and should maturity trump all?
So I want to tag
Maturity
in
should
real
trump all.
quick. I want to tag in real quick before we do jump into that, just because somebody was talking about, I think it was Slim started, and it was just like, if we're just dating without the point of marriage and we just fucking type deal, and people should be straight up with that. Like I have a homeboy who
Yeah.
doesn't want kids, and I commend him because he still, dates, but for the majority out here, a lot of people do want kids. But he lets women know straight up, like, hey, listen, I don't want kids. In his dating profile, he puts no kids, doesn't want kids, things of that nature. So that way he's not misleading anybody. And it's just clear cut, hey, I don't want kids. And if it ever gets to the point, he's still like, hey, well, you knew from the beginning my mom wasn't changing about this. I don't want it. And so I feel the same way should be had. If you don't want marriage, just be straight up. Hey, I don't want to get married. This, that, or the other.
Sorry, go ahead.
It looked like you had the thought for a second.
I wanted to ask you, so
My bad. I didn't mean to stray away from the Q&A.
no. It's along the same line. So if two people are dating
Mm-hmm.
and one person makes it clear to the other person that they don't want to be married, I'm content to be with you. Marriage doesn't have to be like the end goal. We can do long-term companionship. We can do a long-term relationship. But then one person proposes to the other person because now they want to get married. Should
Ooh,
the other person who
so
wants to be in the long-term relationship feel obligated to say yes to the marriage
no,
proposal? Or
Nah,
should they?
that's stupid on that
no.
person for fucking proposing because they just told you they wasn't about that shit.
Okay,
Slim,
hold
has
on.
a woman proposed to
Let
you
me
before after you told her you didn't want to be
right.
with her? Like,
Hold on.
I
He came out
felt
strong with that
force
one.
with that one.
Hold on. We're winding down the time. What if they've been together for 10 years? And at the
No,
10-year mark,
it
at the
doesn't
10-year
matter.
mark, one of them says, you know what? I want to be married now. And
If
they
the,
propose to the other person. At that 10-year mark, they've been together, they have a great relationship. Should the other person feel obligated to say yes to that marriage?
No, you
That
shouldn't feel obligated at all. When it comes to proposal, one of my things are you should absolutely have had some point of conversation about marriage with each other before you even think about proposing. I'm not randomly proposing to my shorty in the future without us at least having some positive conversations about marriage before I even go buy the
See,
ring, before I even
okay.
start putting payments down on it. We've
Okay.
had some
Hi,
type of
why are
conversation.
we standing up? Why are we
That's
standing
it.
up? What's going on?
nah, just had to stand up on this one. Go ahead.
But that's it. That's all I got. Just there should be conversations had
Okay.
beforehand because I'm not going in not knowing that you're going to say yes. Like if I'm proposing to you, I know that you're going to say yes
Yo,
for sure.
I ain't going to stunt as a nigga. I done that shit back in the day. I blindly fucking made a move, you know what I'm saying, to go copy the engagement ring, and went with old girl's mother and everything, my nigga, like on some G shit. And you know what I'm saying, like it didn't turn out the exact way I thought it was. You know what I mean? The way I thought it was gonna turn out, yo, on some G shit. So I'm with you, Mr. L. Like nigga, conversation has to be fucking had first.
Yes. Yes.
Before you start busting moves and shit, because niggas could be on two. You know what I mean? I really believe a nigga could say one thing and do something else, but a nigga could also show you something too and still do something the fuck else. You know what I mean? We often hear that, words don't matter, action matter. Yeah, that's true to a degree, but niggas can switch up the fucking.
There has to be a
too.
conversation.
Yeah, a conversation got to be fucking had, because if not, it's hard to recover that same value.
And also just to tag in just 2 more seconds on this.
No, go ahead.
If you're going to propose to your partner, also listen to the type of proposal that they're selling you that they will want. Do not, if you know that they're not like a public proposal type person, don't do that.
Yep.
Listen to what they do. If they're a private person, please listen to what
Yeah.
their needs are, because then you definitely could get a no. They still might want to marry you, but because you did it a certain way, it made them uncomfortable, or they got nervous, this, that, or other, because they weren't comfortable in that situation.
Whoa.
So can I just tell a real quick story, just real fast? For me, been in that situation, bought the ring, talked to my mother, talked to my aunt, proposed on Christmas Day without me knowing, and I said no.
So was it because you didn't know, or because you didn't want him to propose on a holiday, or
I didn't know.
it was
I didn't want to get
blindside, like you didn't.
We had at the time when we should have had the conversation about us getting married, what I heard from the individual was, "Oh, I don't want to be married." I'm not going to let
Wow.
anybody, and this wasn't coming from me. This was his family pressuring him. I'm not going to let anybody pressure me into marriage. And the impression that I was given was that I wasn't good enough to be married. And so I settled that in my mind.
Right.
6 months later, when I decided that, you know what, this wasn't for me anymore, and I was done, they decided that now they wanted to be married. They didn't want to lose everything that they had. There was no conversation that was had with me. The proposal happened twice. The first time, it was just me and them. They came with 24 long stem roses and a beautiful ring, and I said no. This was a month before, so this is around my birthday in November. A month later, around Christmas, they came back. We were at my family's house. My aunt is there, my mom's there, everybody that's important to me. They proposed again, and now I'm getting pressure from the women in my family to say yes, and I still said no. And then I had to deal with the women in my family being angry at me because I didn't say yes. Because for them, and they're old school, being married is like the be all and end all of a woman's life. Like, if you're not married and you don't have a husband, like, something's wrong with you. That's a whole other story. But
We'll
yeah,
get into that next week.
there definitely should have been a conversation first, because maybe they wouldn't have done what they did and suffered the embarrassment, because I'm good.
Cool. Val, did you want to jump in? Because, you know, you're the dating relationship expert.
No, I honestly I agree with what you just said, and I feel what AJ just said as well. The conversation needs to be had. You know, I think it's so important to understand, like, the thought process of how the individual would like to be proposed to. I think that's so important, you know, because if you just go about it the way that you want to go about it and you think that you're doing this right, you call her mom, you call her dad, you call all these people, you call the family and all that stuff, you know, you're like, oh, she's going to love this, you know, all these people around, she loves these people, da, 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 you know, and then you do it. Like, no, because in a sense, it could be seen as you're overstepping, you know.
So
Maybe
here's
those people that
Savage
you're
and Mike.
hitting up, I don't think that's, some people will appreciate it, of course, you know, but you gotta know your person. You gotta know your person.
Yeah, and it's kind of like it would be looked at as a setup, especially the way he did it with you,
Oh,
AJ,
yes.
Can I say
because
something?
because I know I'm putting
Can I
you
say
in a
what the Savage and Mike?
position.
The Savage and Mike is, if I buy that fucking ring and I want to propose to you, and it's my obligation, I'm obliged to as a man to get on one knee and ask for your hand in marriage. I'm gonna do it when I feel it's the right time for me to do it.
Hey, Miss Lady back there behind the camera at my man
Come on,
Slim.
Mr.
Can you
L.
nah. I just need her to stop pouring you drinks because you out here giving out the government. You know, I'm trying to look out for you. So I
Right?
need you to stop pouring my boy some drinks
So,
from right now until we get
you
off
know
this
what?
live.
We're at time. We're at time anyways. I'm gonna save Slim from himself. I'm gonna save Slim from himself. We're at time.
Next week. This is gonna be the same shit next week.
That's okay.
Pick it
That's
up
okay.
where we left
We
off.
got 2 weeks in between to recover. Gentlemen,
Yes.
please do your outros. Let everybody know who you are, where they can find you, and all these good things. Mr. L, I feel like you should go first because your voice is like on the outs.
Yeah.
Now we gotta save him for last. You know that.
I'm good. I can go last. It's cool.
Okay.
I'm straight.
Slim,
I'm gonna take it from Slim Stay Scheming, aka the genuine Slim the Savage.
Savage.
You know,
Certified lover boy Slim now.
yes.
certified little boy. I appreciate that. I'm sure Shorty appreciate that too. Look,
I'm happy for you.
representing 973 Bobs. Like I said, we on all streaming platforms. Audible, Spotify, everywhere. Everywhere you can find a podcast, you're gonna find 973 Vibes. You'll also find the Poom Poom Chronicles, Dating Jim YZ, the Mind of Mr. L, George Cruz. Come holla at us, please. Go follow our new page. We support you. We love you. Anybody who joined the fucking chat after the ending, we love you and stay with us.
All right. Val, what you
Love
got for
it.
the people?
Love it. I'm going to piggyback off of Slim and say thank you, everybody who's in the comments. Granted, I can't see them, so I'm sorry, because usually when y'all make comments, and I usually laugh,
That
I
shit
can't
be
hide my
fun.
face.
Yeah.
You know, it legit, it does, you know. But thank you, everyone that popped in, popped out, came back in after we started over. Thank you very much. I already know how we feel about that. Thank you for your support. Go follow the new page. Again, my name is Val, dating and relationship advisor. Dating _ Gen YZ, dating for millennials and Gen Z. I aim to help you guys cultivate the healthy dating and relationship lives that we all deserve. I also have a series. It's called the Intricacies of Dating and Relationships series. Episode 5 is coming out soon. Episode 4 was a couple weeks ago. Go take a watch. Also was on the podcast with Mr. George Cruz. Go
That was
listen to it.
okay.
I shared it before. It was great. You know, like follow us, man. Yo, we have some very interesting conversations, guys. You know, if you really take a shot and listen to us, like you'll be just drawn into our conversation. So thanks again for joining. Next time, yo, go tell somebody about us. Tell somebody
Hey,
about us. One person.
hey,
Get them in here.
hey. Mr. L.
All
Here
right,
we
I'm gonna try
go.
to make this. I'm gonna try and make this as quick as possible before we get into the filthy stuff. So yo, I just want to say I appreciate y'all three for sure for having my back. I appreciate everyone who's reached out. I've been dealing with strep throat, swollen tonsils for the past week. So I haven't been able to do much, but I appreciate those. Thank you for all the birthday love for those of y'all who showed it. I appreciate it as well. Unfortunately, I couldn't do shit because I was sick, but that's okay. We're gonna make up for it. I got some special shit lined up for y'all when I am
Hey.
able to record again and get some things happening. Um, Special shout out to my guy George Cruz, the Liddy connoisseur that's always on here showing love and support, and to have all four of the three gag on here. I appreciate that. I do have an episode out where I was featured on the Barbie Way podcast. Go check it
Hey.
out. I will put that up in my profile or in the bio. It's pretty lit. Um, but yes, as always, I'm the host from the Mind of Mr. L podcast, where we talk sex, kink, life, entertaining, educating, all of that good stuff. Come listen or come while you listen. The link is in my bio. Uh, Slim throwing me off.
Sorry. I'm just on one. Like, sorry, I'm distracted. Guys, sit the
Listen,
hell down,
listen,
man.
appreciate it.
Nah, I
973
can dig
vibes as
it.
always, the fellas. But Slim's ready to go knock something down or knocks a special lady down. So I'm gonna speed it up. I am the sensual sadist, the southern gent with a sprinkle of filth, the host
Hey.
from the Mind of Mr. L podcast. I am Mr. L. The
All
compassionate Dom. I forgot to throw
right.
that in there.
So this is Three Guys and a Girl. Please follow our new page. Of course, follow everyone individually, but our new page, the new home of Three Guys and a Girl, the link is just below. It's 3guys_and_a girl. We also have an email address. That link is in the bio of our new page. We'll continue to go live from here until, like, you know, everybody's familiar with who we are and where we are and all that good jazz. So from a personal standpoint, I'm AJ, the host of the Pum Pum Chronicles. This Saturday is my 2-year anniversary of the Pum Pum Chronicles.
Woo!
And I have a bunch of merch and stuff and prizes and giveaways. I'm going to be doing a podcast scavenger hunt for people to win like different prize packs of stuff. So look out for information for that. Everyone who joined the chat, everyone who was in the first half, and everyone who came back to the second half, big up yourselves. We love and appreciate you. Mr. L, I'm so happy that you were able to join us for the second half and that you risk the strength of your voice to show us how much you love us. You're awesome. Slim, honestly, I can't manage. What the hell is going on right now? Breda.
Okay. Breathe out.
But you're standing up and not touching it, so how it dropped?
It's lit. It's okay.
What's understood don't gotta be explained,
Right?
Slim. You good, bro. You good.
You know
I'm
what?
loving it.
I can't even get mad at you. I love to see the joy and the happiness on your face. You are killing me right now.
Legit.
Real shit. But this has been Three Guys and a Girl. Of course, big up Slim, big up Val, big up Mr. L. Thank you to everyone who submitted a comment. Thank you to everyone who shared a thought, who joined in the conversation, for the questions that were asked and all these things. Sometimes we're not able to get to all of the dialogue that goes on in the chats, but we appreciate everything that everyone contributes. And we will be back in 2 weeks with the initial topic that we were going to discuss and some other fun shit that's going on. Again, follow Three Guys and a Girl. The link is below. We love you guys. We'll see you in 2 weeks.
Come holler at us.
Peace.
Slim, call George tomorrow. You got other plans tonight.
Hey, all right,
Call
come
George
log off. Miss
tomorrow.
Lady in the background. Big up yourself. Make on 1, 2
Call
drink.
George tomorrow. That shit.
Hi.
Love y'all. For real.
Thank you. Love you
Thank
too.
you.
Take
you.
care of
Thank
my
you.
brother over there. I know you
Right?
will.
Legit.
Make sure he gets to bed safely.
Yes.
And before we end, we talk about Mr. L finding a third lady for the three guys and the girl. You know,
Mm-hmm.
when's the
We
first
need,
man going to pop
we
up?
need
I'm
three
just
things.
saying.
What's the first word?
Yeah, can I transfer the Savage title to you?
What was that?
Mr. Elder Savage?
The first man.
That sounds nice.
Please transfer it.
Nah, man, you always got the savage. We'll come up with something
Yeah,
else from
unfortunately,
you.
yeah,
You you
sorry.
you
That's
you you you're deemed a savage. You can still be a savage in a relationship,
yeah.
in good ways.
He's
So
stuck with
you
that
still
title,
Slim the Savage,
unfortunately.
bro.
He's stuck with
Okay.
that. Right?
Yes, sir.
Clap
Hey,
like a savage.
put on
Clap,
the Timbs and the knee
savage.
pads tonight, my brother. Savage mode.
You give her the different version of the savage. We get the
But
general
anyways,
one.
not to get away from the conversation at hand. Yeah, the first man.
What? I gotta go. It's after 10.
Peace. I love
Look at the
y'all.
time. It's
I love
10:41.
y'all. I love y'all. We
Can't
take.
wait to meet y'all.
Yes.
Definitely.
Yes.
Everybody have a great week, great night. Holla.
I like how you tried to throw me under the bus, but I'm not going under the wheels. Thank you.
Oh no, I'm trying to put you at the front of the bus, and we're not gonna let it go either. You know this.
No, we're still on that night. You don't have
We'll
some cold remedy to go take? Come
we'll
on.
we'll talk after. We'll talk after. Like you
I'm
told
not
Slim, we
answering the
got other
phone.
conversations. We got other
I'm not answering.
conversations to
Hit me
have.
up. We not on live, please. All y'all hit me up. I give y'all all the details. Hit me. We not on live. I love y'all.
Yeah.
What? Hi, sir. With your
Nope.
drunk self. Come
Bye.
off the
Go
live,
ahead.
please.
Everybody out. Go do your thing, Slim.
Thank you.
Right? All right. Good night, everybody.
Night, Val. My brain is pressuring me. I swear Slim is, I don't know, like I can't get gray hairs because, it's kind of blonde and you can see whatever, but love my guys. You ever feel like pressure in your heart? Like, yeah, that's what Slim gave me tonight. Pressure on my heart. But thanks everyone for joining in. We will see you guys in 2 weeks. 2 weeks time? Yeah, we'll see you guys in 2 weeks. Later.